The term the monstrous feminine was coined in 1993 by Barbara Creed in an essay of the same title and categorizes the examples as the archaic mother, the monstrous womb, the witch, the vampire, and the possessed woman. Two examples of these monstrous females can be found in Stephen King's Carrie and John Fawcett's Ginger Snaps, with Carrie falling under Creed's analysis of the female witch and Ginger Snaps under the female vampire. In her essay, Barbara tackles the notion that the horror genre is defined by the abject, which, as Christopher explores, is a visceral response to the boundary between self and other, that which does not respect borders, what disturbs identity, system and order, and how this can be used to shape the female monster and people's fears of it.
Now I am you.
I know you are.
But what am I?
One of the greatest examples of the abject that Christopher states is that of bodily fluids, such as sickness, blood and feces, that what belongs in the body but has been expelled from it, breaking down established boundaries. Expanding upon this, it can be argued that a woman's menstrual blood is the highest form of abjection. This is clearly viewed within the horror genre. Menstrual blood has powers so great it can transform women into any number of fearful and violent creatures. In their films, both Carrie and Ginger undergo their own menstrual metamorphosis into womanhood and thus into abjection, with both becoming female monsters, signalling how both films are direct metaphors for society's fears of female puberty.
You're a woman now.
In Carrie, her transformation into Creed's definition of the female witch is triggered by her first menstruation. Similarly, in Ginger Snaps, Ginger's more physically violent and abject transformation occurs after she is attacked by a werewolf due to the start of her period.
Nice.
The emphasis on the inherent abjection menstrual blood causes is more explicit in Carrie, as the film contains a reoccurring motif of blood, where Carrie's blood is both a sign of her maturing and a marker of her horror. This use of a woman's blood as an abject substance helps to construct Carrie as the feminine monster, as defined by Creed. Her transformation from girl to woman is inherently horrifying within the film. Notably, the culmination of Carrie's abjection occurs when pig's blood is dumped upon her at prom, and she uses her menstrual telekinesis to cause a violent and destructive revenge as she slaughters the other students. Carrie places the monstrous feminine within the context of the menstrual blood, telekinesis, and revenge. Her as the menstrual monster places her as a figure of both terror and abjection, and the violence in the film comes as a consequence of her social orchestration and the male viewer's anxiety of a woman's transition into womanhood. The ultimate abjection and crossing of boundaries between virginal and whore, as woman is defined in terms of her sexuality.
Don't come crying. I'll be at home.
Ginger Snaps is a brilliant take on horror that weaponizes the werewolf transformation to explore the horrors of puberty, the loss of innocence, and fear of female power, all of which taps into Creed's discussion of the monstrous feminine and the female vampire. While the motif of blood is less apparent in this film, it goes out of its way to connect Ginger's menstrual cycle to that of her werewolf transformation, such as tracking her werewolf changes with a menstrual chart.
Oh, what about hair that wasn't there before? And pain.
Comes with the territory.
Throughout time, the werewolf transformation has been used to illustrate a tug-of-war between human and animalistic instincts as the human body transforms into that of a wolf, highlighting humanity's fears of primal instincts overcoming social norms. This is therefore a form of abject horror that the film taps into. Ginger's transformation is grotesque. As her body grows hair, she becomes more violent and her skin changes, all of which can also be linked to signs of menstruation. Through Ginger's transformation into a monstrous beast, the process of pubescent transformation and female menstruation is demonized and rendered abject. It is symbolic of the uncontrollable and often feared aspects of womanhood, the abject of menstruation and societal fears of a woman's sexual awakening during puberty. Both Carrie and Ginger explore this. The fear of the woman as monsters is found and the abject of menstruation, but also the power they have to mutilate and transform the vulnerable men. For example, Ginger becomes more sexually aggressive following her transformation, such as her dominant sexual position in her sex with Jason.
Just lie back and relax.
You lie back and relax.
Who's the guy?
Who's the guy here? Huh?
Which then metaphorically castrates him. His penis begins to bleed, much like a woman's menstrual blood, highlighting male fears of the monstrous feminine as the one who castrates. While some may discuss how the monstrous feminine could mean empowering figure, as they often take revenge or aggression out on men, it is key to note that in both films discussed here, the menstrual monsters are both ultimately punished for their perversions and objections, as they both are dead by the end of their films, which, as Creed discusses, highlights how the horror film attempts to bring about a confrontation with the abject in order finally to eject the abject and redraw the boundaries between the human and non-human. Both films showcase how femininity, as it intersects with puberty, menstruation, and sexual awakening, can be seen as monstrous and abject, challenging the boundaries of gender and societal expectations. These films highlight the fear and fascination with the female body as both alien and dangerous, making them essential to understanding how gender horror operates in cinema.